Hello everyone, Sonav here. Today I am back on the Freebuilders server that I did a small tour of last week. I have built a few more things, mostly this ice farm. We have an ice tunnel here because we need to get over there. And a minecart clicky elevator. Okay, we're now up here. This is the room where the ice accumulates. I'm going to go through this from the top. Up here is where the ice is created. I've got a water pool here. There's water source blocks under these pistons and under these blocks at the end. And there's a hopper timer down here that has like 1 stack or something in it. Whenever it triggers, yeah, this happens. I couldn't really see it here. Basically, what happens is this is a double extender basically, but it's a really simple one because there's no block on its face. So what happens is there are pistons below this row of blocks as well. Sticky pistons which push this over here. Then these pistons are powered by these torches and push the ice down on top of these furnaces. The furnaces are just there so that this farm doesn't break if it can't be pushed any further. Then there's another set of pistons below here, which I think we can see. Yeah, another set of pistons that push the ice this way. It then lands in front of pistons that are underneath this row of blocks. Gets pushed down. I've got the sheath around this because otherwise we're below the freezing level here, and if I don't protect the ice from sunlight, it will melt. It then lands here in front of these pistons, which are triggered immediately by the hopper clock. So there's space here when it gets pushed down. These pistons push this over here, and I've currently got it set up so that every time this row of piston pushes, this piston ceiling also pushes down. Now that's not strictly necessary. I had a counter set up, but it seems to be a bit bugged and didn't work properly. And I've noticed several times that the farm would just get stuck and break because the signal in the locking repeaters here just disappeared. Now this is just another one of these vertical redstone things because I like that way of transmitting signals, and when I built this there wasn't this whole thing here, so that was the best way of getting a signal up there. Okay, now let's go back in. Got this nice little staircase here. This is where the ice accumulates. You can see there's basically a big cube-ish of ice which accumulates like from the right to the left. And we've got walkways here with like little bridges so that we can get right up to the ice cube. And if we can manage to actually jump up. What? Why is there a melon block here? Oh right, because this is where we go down. What? Confused now. Oh, did I? Oh, right, I did go up. Okay, I was confused there for a second. So I've got these little elevators, which after building all of them, I realized were entirely unnecessary because I could just use piston translocation. But these elevators have the upside that they're not going to break with the next patch, so they're still fine. So I can either open this pressure plate and go down, go in here, press a button on either side, get shot up and land on top of this trapdoor. And we can. I've built. I have 4 of these on each walkway, 4 going up, 4 going down, and that's how you get up and down between the walkways. All the way up, And we've got the slabs above. This entire room is completely dark, but it's also completely spawn-proof. Now, it needs to be dark because, as I said, otherwise the ice will melt, which is kind of not what we want. And spawn-proof because these are all bottom half slabs, and the only blocks that aren't the only full blocks in here are slime blocks, and slime blocks are spawn-proof by default, I think. And yeah. So we can drop down here. The water here is basically so we can do exactly this. Now, I'm not sure why it doesn't break us fully, but that's fine. So the idea is we go up here. We go around, we use the walkways to get on this ice cube and break all of the ice, which will then fall down onto the through the water. We can then run around down here and pick it up. I didn't bother to put in a collection system because I want to be able to walk around below the whole thing, because reasons, really. And because when I'm breaking this, I'm going to fall down, and I want to fall on something that's not a pain in the ass to move away from. Oh, so yeah, this is the thing I've built. I didn't design much of this beforehand. I didn't really need to. I basically just designed the top part here, which I think I can show you real quick. Just hop over into creative. Yep. Here we go. This is basically the ice farm. I used a glass to approximate it. I've got the trigger here. Yeah. So basically, when you press this button, it does that, and then let's see if we can get a better view. You can't really see all of it happening at once, but you can see most of it. Let me just do this to show you what happens when there's an actual layer of ice. This and this goes. You can extend this as long as you want. I built it with just some like I didn't really count blocks here, and the one in survival is 14 blocks long because that's how far the redstone power reaches on this. If you can make it longer than that, of course, but then you need to do some fancy stuff with repeaters and stuff like that, and I didn't feel like doing that, so I didn't. This is our creative world, which is conveniently enough on the same server. And yeah. All right. This is just the piston sealing. This is incredibly simple redstone. I do use block updating behavior because I didn't want to blanket this entire thing with redstone. So just these few lines are much more easy to use to set up. And these melons, that's what the elevators look like from the outside. Now, frankly, I have to say they remind me a little bit of tumors, but yeah, I think they look okay-ish. And the reason I've built them out of melons is, well, I needed some block that isn't pushable by pistons, which melons aren't. So I started with that, so I had to use some melons anyway. And so I decided to just build the entire thing out of melons because I have a melon farm, which means I have enough melons to do that. Now I just need to get back into my base, which... right. Hey, you. No, screw you. Oh, that thing was already damaged. Okay. And I can get back... Oh. Screw you. Yeah, and since I had to dig out most of this big room because it was mostly in the mountain, which was a giant pain in the ass, but it's okay. I did buy a god shovel because there was actually a lot of dirt in there, and yeah. So what the other thing I've built is basically this, which yeah, this is a little slime jumper that gets me up on this little group of trees, which you can't reach by just jumping up normally, so monsters can't path up there. So if I want, I can just hop up here and have like a spot to shoot things from, which is good. And this is a short little slime block elevator with a trapdoor at the top, so that you don't actually have to do anything. You just press this button, and then the bug happens where slime blocks don't actually launch you on servers because reasons. And you land up here, the pressure plate, the trapdoor closes beneath you because there's a tripwire here that detects you, and you're at the bottom. Go up again and down. And there's another one of these ice tunnels here. I like these because they're easy to build, they allow you to move really quickly, and I have the food to sustain them. I believe I might have mentioned this. I'm not sure if I showed off the chicken farm. It's incredibly basic. There's just a whole bunch of chickens up here, and small ones land here, and it makes chickens like crazy apparently. Yeah. It's really simple. Ah, this is actually making chickens faster than I can eat, which is good. I wasn't sure if it was going to be faster. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't believe there's actually anything else. Oh yeah, I should probably re-enable these farms, to be honest, because I now have them set up in my I really love using this thing. Okay. I believe that's about it. I just wanted to give you an update on this ice farm. Nothing too crazy. I might do some more videos later, but I don't feel like doing a proper let's play sort of thing. I think I'll just like show off things I build every so often. Like I could have maybe recorded some of the building, but actually no, I couldn't because I was on my Linux OS when I did most of that. So yeah, it's a bit difficult to record on there. I haven't managed to set it up yet. Oh, I suppose we can go. I can go show you the last thing I did. I really didn't do much. That ice farm took up a lot of my time, and a lot of my and most of my redstone. I have very little resources left. I had like I think I had over a stack of redstone blocks when I started, and now I'm down to like literally like 3 pieces of redstone. Let's jump over here. This is my shop. You can see there's now cactus here and sugarcane and ice, which I've lowered the price of because people weren't buying it. Okay. Although I have to say, nobody has bought anything in this shop ever since I've been on the server, but that might still change. Okay, last thing. Show you my redstone chest, which is not this one. Well, which is this one. You see, I have literally 3 pieces of redstone left. Oh, I also finally added in a garbage disposal for items, which is relatively simple. You throw your items down there, land on a trapdoor, so you can still go back down and retrieve them. Press this button, the trapdoor opens, and they land on cactus. Get destroyed. There's this door, so I can both go down here and retrieve my items if I want them. I can see the redstone here because it's right next to it, and I made a little bulk storage because I had more than a double chest of stone. This is unlabeled. This is just going to be stuff I have too much of. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I might make another one of these videos sometime in the coming weeks. No promises, like last time. But my next project is probably not going to be this humongous, so the update might come soon. Alright. Thanks for watching. See ya.